How hard is it for you with your come up? I always wonder this because I know that we are in a very finicky industry, and you've been a part of this industry long before you were a household name. But to have the success you've had over the last couple of years, and to probably have new interactions with people that maybe didn't reply to DMs or big timed you, and does that, do you remember all? And I don't think you're a petty guy, but is that like, do you ever like? But I also know you don't forget.
Yeah, for
So,
sure. No,
like,
no.
does that happen a lot for you?
No, I remember like the couple of like booking agents that really passed on me. That like genuinely just like took the meeting and you just never heard back from, and then somebody else comes and says they passed.
Right.
Those you kind of don't forget because you're so desperate that those meetings mean everything.
Right.
But I also didn't hold much of a grudge though, because I guess that's how I still look at stuff, Kev, is that even then I would go into those rooms like, I don't care how this meeting goes. The fact that I was invited here lets me know that it was like, to me, an arrow. There's this old-fashioned phrase that the arrows are always pointing us
Right.
in the right direction. You just got to look for them.
Yeah.
It's like these were arrows for me. You know what I mean? So anytime I got big shotted, the fact that I was close enough to something to get big shotted
Right.
was like, I'm cooking.
Yeah.
I'm cooking. I thought about me and Paul, talking about Paul Rosenberg. I met Paul Rosenberg when Yellow Wolf was getting ready to put out Love Story.
Okay, so this is like 2014, 15. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's probably not right around a decade ago, and it's way before, probably a year, 7-8 months before the album came out. He was playing some of the music for like a private Grammy pre-listening party for Interscope.
Okay.
And Paul was there. And I got blackout drunk on Whistle Pig. Never forget it. And, I met Paul then. But I'm Yella's +1, right?
Yeah.
And even then, in those moments, I was like, man, I'm on the right path.
Right.
Like, if this dude likes me enough to invite me to this party and then introduce me to this dude, like, this is more arrows pointing the right way,
I feel like Love Story was so ahead of its time that if that album came out in 2024, it's got a couple #1 records on it.
Dude, it is... That it still had a couple of really big records.
No, of course.
on
I mean,
it.
I think
I
Till
think-
It's Gone is platinum or gold. I think it was American You on there.
I think that was a really weird time for. Dude, it had the Eminem record on there. My best friend.
Yeah.
Dude, it had,
Yeah. Blood of My Veins. That one and the one about his baby mama.
yeah, dude. Was Empty Bottles on that record, or was it the next
Empty
one?
Bottles was on that record.
Yeah, we had so many hits on it. It's so many big records. I think that it fell in a weird time. It was somewhere between the tail end of streaming wasn't what streaming is yet.
And the old school way was dying off.
Was all but dead.
It was a weird limbo.
It was a super weird time to
Yeah.
be putting out. Because remember, Till It's Gone got picked up by the last scene of Sons of Anarchy, which made that such a big
I remember
moment.
that. Yeah.
I remember sitting at the house watching and going, this dude's fixing to have the biggest moment ever. I could feel it right then.
For sure.
And you felt it in Nashville, though, dude. Him and Clever as DJ were running around town on Harleys, long hair. It was just such a different feeling that was happening around what he was doing in that moment. But I think it was just a very weird time to be putting out work. It's like buying houses or selling them right now.